Well, the truth is out. We do not exist in a post-racist society. We do not have our own, and if those figures represent casting stats, then we're in trouble. I shudder at the implication for playwrights of color. We blacks appear to have the largest share of a diminished capacity. Should we thank the muse for small favors? After 50 years of black arts as a movement, as terrible as Hollywood have treated us, it is the American theater that is shitting in our face and insisting it is creme de la creme, since most, if not all, of these institutions survive by dint of public monies. It may be necessary to form a political action group, or a PAC, of our community politicos to take a serious look at this situation and redress or ameliorate it by lawful statute. This is what the article states, but me having worked with elected officials and having dealt with that community for a long time, trust me, ain't nothing gonna happen there either. Our community politicians need to be aware of the dire straits professionals have to negotiate, the article goes. But, trust me, they are very aware of what's going on. This other theater is providing jobs and careers for their own, while we hang about like beggars on the streets. Okay? How many of political representatives in New York City Council and others on state and federal levels have demonstrated an active interest in the career issues involved here? This could perhaps become a nationwide effort, but trust me, the political forces that be do not want that to happen. And I can tell you that from personal experience being in this business. If it is true in New York, then it is true everywhere else. Now, I want to thank OWA for sending me this email to read to you because it's important. We got to take action. We got to bond together and somehow lift the black theater, but we cannot expect politicians to help us because, trust me, they are the first ones who sell us out. Okay, let me read you some more stats about how American theater companies do their ethnic casting. Let me give you the statistics for New York theater just this past year and the last 5 years. Okay, here's an ethnic breakdown of casting at the largest non-profit New York theater companies from the website link below. Very interesting stuff. In 2006 to 2007, and from 2010 to 2011, this is the seasons. Okay, the Atlantic Theater Company has hired 95% Caucasians and 3.5% African Americans and 1% Hispanic Americans and 0.5% Asian Americans. The Roundabout Theater Company has employed 90% Caucasians, 8% African Americans, and 1% Hispanic and 1% Asian Americans. Playwrights Horizons, Caucasians, 86% employment, okay, per season. African American, 12.4%, that's a little better, okay. Hispanic, 1.1%, Asian Americans, 0.6%. The Lincoln Theater Company, 76% Caucasians, 17.5%, even better, African Americans, and 4% Hispanic Americans, 2.5% Asian Americans. Okay, the MCC Theater, we have Caucasians, 84.5%, African Americans, 5.8%, Hispanic Americans, 3.8%, Asian Americans, 3.8%, and Arab Americans, 1.9%. The New York Theater Workshop, 73% Caucasian, 12% African American, 3% Hispanic, better, okay, Asian American, 4%, and Arab American, 8%, even better. Okay, the Public Theater, African American, 21%, that's the highest so far, and Caucasians, 64%. Hispanic American even better at 5.6%, and Asian American tops the Hispanics by 6.5%. Arab American is 3%. The second stage theater, Caucasians, you have 80%, African Americans 8.7%, Hispanic Americans 4%, and Asian Americans 6.4%, much better, and Arab Americans 1%. Signature theater, 47.5%, Caucasian, African American 44.9%, which is unbelievable that it's almost at the same equal level, and Hispanic American 2.4%, and Asian American 5.5%. And the New York group has 88% Caucasians, 2% African Americans, 2% Hispanic Americans, 7% Asian Americans. With the Hispanic and African, they're over the Hispanic and the African American combined, and more so, and the Arab American 1%. The Manhattan Theater Club, you have 86.5% Caucasians, African Americans 11%, Hispanic American 1.0%, Asian American 1.0%, and Arab American 0.5%. Okay, these are the statistics. You gather your own conclusions, but I'm going to tell you, if we had our own theater houses and had more political pull, the scales would be far more even than they are now.